Hi guys, welcome to A to Z United. This is Anand here and I'm joined by Ankit. Hello Ankit, how are you doing?
Doing good, brother. How about you?
I'm doing good, brother. I'm doing good. Thank you for joining. So in this video, viewers, we are going to basically preview our next match, which is Newcastle, which is basically between Manchester United and Newcastle United. So Ankit, we have a pretty big game coming up against Newcastle. And considering our current form this season, we have been really poor in our Premier League. We lost our last game against Tottenham Hotspur 6-1. So
Mhm.
taking all of that into consideration, what are your expectations in this match?
As you rightly said, we were beaten 6-1 by Tottenham Hotspur at home. So I'm expecting a very good comeback. The team should be up for it. And I think this is the right time where the manager should take hold of the team and get them upbeat for this game, because now the Premier League season is quite wide open. We have seen Liverpool lose, we have seen Manchester City lose and draw to Leeds. So I think the Premier League as in a whole is quite open. So this is the time, this is the chance that Manchester United should capitalize and stamp the authority and say, yeah, we are going to take this ahead. And we certainly expect a bounce back from the last defeat that we had. Though my expectations are high, I want to see Manchester United succeed, perform brilliantly in every game, but I don't think that will happen. My heart says yes, we will do it, but my brain says we are quite a long off from where we need to be. I think I expect a very close game. Newcastle have already have performed very well against us at home or away. The Longstaff brothers in specific, they always find the net against us. I don't know what it is, but they just always get to that level when they are playing against us. So yes, I am expecting a close game. Again, very neck to neck. Maybe a 1-0 victory to United, 2-1, or maybe a draw. The worst I could expect is a loss, and then things will look pretty much darker if we lose.
Absolutely,
What do you think?
absolutely, Ankit.
Yeah, what do you think? What are your expectations? Do you think that the team will be upbeat and we will have a bounce back, or things are going to get downhill?
I feel the team is going to be really upbeat, Ankit, and that's because we actually need a very good result after our last game against Tottenham Hotspurs. And I would say, and I've already said this before, and I would say this again, that this international break has come at a really right time.
Hmm.
Players could actually go and think about this for a while, even though they are, about 13 of our players have been selected on international duty, but still, the team can gather as a whole, take a step back, review, and actually settle in this particular Premier League. The team has not yet settled yet. So
Correct.
I would generally expect a bounce back from Manchester United, and as you again mentioned, this is going to be a really close game. Newcastle's have actually played, their last few games have been actually pretty brilliant. They've been very good defensively as well.
They have a good start to the season. They had a good start to the
They've
season.
had a good start to the season, and to our viewers also, I would like to fill in that Newcastle are currently sitting ninth in the table, whereas we are sitting in 16th. And
Hmm.
Newcastle have already played 4 matches. They've won two, they've lost one, and they've drawn one. Whereas we have played 3 matches, currently with only 3 points. We have lost two and just one game. Newcastle currently have 7 points in hand. So yes, and Newcastle have actually had a pretty good start of the season, and they also played against Tottenham, against whom we lost 6-1, but they actually drew one each. So this is actually going to be a pretty close game against Newcastle United in our
Newcastle.
next game. But what I feel personally is that if we'll be edging this game, considering our new signings are going to start, and I would be pretty hopeful of that as well. Now,
Cavani
now,
is not going to start. Cavani is not going to start. We might see Alex Telles, but pretty much the same team.
pretty much the same team. Correct, correct. Hopefully, our defense performs pretty well. Now, Ankit, what I would like to ask you is, how do you think Newcastle are going to set up against us? We saw how Tottenham had set up. They had actually pushed their fullbacks pretty high up the pitch, knowing that our wing backs are not going to track. Marcus Rashford and Greenwood were not tracking back. How do you think Newcastle United are going to set up against this Manchester United team?
Yeah, so Newcastle basically play a fire the back system. And if we want to break them down, I think we have to be very crisp in that final third. We need to be very creative because they are good defensively. We have seen when we have played them last time as well. I think it was at Newcastle, and long stop goal. They won 1-0, and we weren't able to create any chances or stamp the authority on the game as a whole. So I think the defensive line is good, and to break that, I think we need more creative players. I don't think Pogba will play. I personally don't want Pogba to play. I think he needs some time off. He needs much match sharpness. So Donny van de Beek, Bruno Fernandes, Rashford, and Greenwood are my front four as of now. I think they should get ahead of the line. Yeah, maybe a 1-0, 2-1 result. I'm expecting that type of match.
Mm-hmm. And this is pretty interesting, Ankit, because what I wanted to know was, considering that, there are no further injuries or suspensions, going on in this particular international break, what would be the ideal predicted lineup according to you? What would be your lineup?
Okay. Now there is two different things, what I want to play and what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will play. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I think I'll play Henderson all day over there. Yeah. In every match. Okay. If we have three goalkeepers sitting on this huge wages, I don't understand why we have three good goalkeepers, three standard world-class goalkeepers in De Gea, Henderson, Romero. They haven't shipped out Romero yet, which they will in some future of time. But I don't know why we have three good goalkeepers. I'll start Henderson over De Gea in every match. I think De Gea has passed it, and his ability to control the back line, we haven't seen much of authority or dominance from him. I'll start Henderson. Right back, I'll start. Now we'll discuss about the formation. I want Solskjaer to play a back five against Newcastle. Considering the defensive issues we have, I think Luke Shaw will perfectly fit into that left centre back role, which he has done when we had played some games last season with Fire at the back. And considering now we have Alex Telles, I think that will provide much of a width on both the flanks. Where if we play Dan James or Aaron Wan-Bissaka is not good creatively in the final third or crossing at the ball, so we can play Dan James over there. Yeah. So I think I want Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to play Fire at the back with Maguire, Lindelof. If Bailly is fit, then Bailly or Lindelof, and Luke Shaw centre back. But I think he will stick with the same formation, with the same tactics that he has already followed, that is 4-2-3-1. I want Harry Maguire to get a break, but I don't think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will do it. I'll play Bailly and Lindelof. They look pretty well against Brighton in the EFL Cup game. So if Bailly is fit, which is an injury scare, though he has said on Instagram that he is fine. But yeah, I'll play Bailly and Lindelof, and he'll play Bailly and Maguire. Left back, I'll play Luke Shaw. Right back, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Matic, Van de Beek, Bruno Fernandes, Dan James, Rashford, and Greenwood. So I'm sticking with the 4-2-3-1 formation. Though I want him to play five at the back, but I think he will not do that. Mm-hmm. So yeah, this is the pretty much lineup that I want to go with, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will go with. So what are your thoughts? What changes do you want to see in this side?
No, I feel this is a pretty solid side, considering that they will be really, really defensive, and they would have taken notes, in the Tottenham game as well. So, they might play on the counter mostly. Do you think, would you rate Jesse Lingard in this game? Again, instead of Dan James, would you prefer Jesse Lingard, considering he'll be a bit more creative, with the other attacking midfielders we have?
Now that depends, because if he wants to use that width, I think Dan James is a perfect type of player in terms of counter attacking. I know he doesn't have good ability to cross or get past his man or dribbling skills, but if he's the kind of a utility player, if you want to do him a certain type of job, he'll do it. On Jesse Lingard, I think the The problem is he cannot play wide. Him and Mehta cannot play wide. They do not have that creative ability to use that width. They do not have the pace, so they will obviously get inside. So now the problem is we have Bruno Fernandes, Van de Beek, and Lingard who will just cluster out that mid part, and we will not have that width. So the right hand side will be very naked because Aaron Wan-Bissaka doesn't go back and forth. Yeah, he's not good creatively. So that is the reason I'll play Dan James in this match, and I'll see if it is not working. I think he should change a bit. Do you think Lingard should start?
No, I feel he would be better after the in the second half, maybe if the score is still neutral. I would prefer to have Jesse Lingard because he actually performed really well against Brighton. There were some positive signs, but I think the predicted 11 which you put out is actually pretty solid, and hopefully we'll see what Ole Solskjaer actually puts up in this match. And so, what are your predictions, Ankit, in this match?
As I said, I'm not expecting much. Maybe 1-0 to United, 2-1 to Manchester United, or worst case scenario, draw. I do not want to see a L again against us.
A defeat. Okay.
It will just suck out all the confidence that we have, and considering the upcoming matches, I think it is going to be big task. And also the rumors that we have approached Pochettino, I think that will get more heated up. And if you do not perform well, I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will eventually get the sack by end of the season, or at most by December. So this is the base. This game is the base to just bounce back, to have a good confidence flowing for us. I think this will be an important game.
Mm-hmm. Rightly said, Ankit. Rightly said. This is actually a must-win match for Manchester United because after Newcastle United, we are getting some pretty tough fixtures in the Premier League. We'll be playing against Everton, Chelsea, Arsenal. So this is a must-win game, or else we'll be way behind, and we'll be playing catch-up in the league at an early stage. So this is a must-win match for Manchester United. This is an away game as well. So hopefully the boys perform well away. Without any pressure. And that being said, I would also like to remind the viewers that Manchester United has released a statement saying that the Newcastle United match has been rescheduled. It has been moved to 8 p.m. BST. So in India, this is going to be 12:30 a.m. IST on Sunday morning. Okay. So hopefully we have a great game, and my predictions for this match would be, Ankit, as you mentioned, our defense. We still have our defense fragilities that we haven't solved yet, and I am really, really, I won't play out all my cards and say that this is going to be a defensive masterclass. I won't go with a clean sheet, but I would definitely say that we might edge this game about 2-1. Correct. Or maybe even 3-1, if our forwards actually gel up and perform pretty well. So I would say 3-1 in this particular match to win. And let's just hope that we do not get surprised by another defeat again, But then, as we said again, this is going to be a wonderful match to look forward to. And after the game, we'll also be sharing with you guys our official match reactions. This is the first match reaction on our channel, so stay tuned for that. A lot of other upcoming interesting aspects coming on in this channel. But once again, I would like to thank all our viewers for joining and viewing this. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And Ankit and I would be logging off. Thank you, Ankit, for joining.
Thank you, Anand. Yeah.